It is the day after the 4th of July. Happy birthday, America. 250 years old. That's pretty cool. What we're going to do today, we're just going to do a little overnighter. And it's really to test out the new BougeRV air conditioner that we got during Amazon Prime Days, though it never really went on Prime Day sales. Oh, we're coming up on a bump here, Cadwards. Hold on tight, buddy. It's gonna be bumpy. Road construction. We're gonna run it off of a gas generator and possibly off of our new 3,000 watt hour Pecron power station. I'd prefer to run it off the gas because we're going to be boondocking while we're trying all of this. So this is going to be pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. So stick around and you'll see our outcome, see how it goes out for us.
Walking high where the wild winds play, me and my dog chasing the day. Paws on the dirt and boots on the stone, out in the world where we both feel home. Oh, my hiking dog, you're my trailside guide, with your wagging tail and your endless stride, through the forest green to the mountains face. You make the wild feel like the safest place. You sniff the air while I map the trail. Together we're strong, no way we'll fail. The world out here feels big and free, but it's just you and me under this canopy. Oh, my hiking dog, you're my trailside guide, with your wagging tail and your endless stride, through the forest green to the mountains face. You make the wild feel like the safest place. Hiking dog, you're my trailside guide, with your wagging tail and your endless stride, through the forest green to the mountains face. You make the wild feel like the safest place.
So what my plan is for the air conditioner is I'm going to pump cool air into the trailer rather than having the air conditioner inside like I did last year. Last year it took up a lot of room. So I'm going to try this. Like I said, with the BougeRV it's a lot smaller. I'm going to set it on this table and then pump it in, and then I'm going to use this contraption that I made for the inside last year, and then just kind of make it so it fits in here. And you can see I got a couple adaptations I got to make, but I'm going to use it out of the same type of foam, and we're going to see if that works. So what I'm going to do to attach this to the window is I'm going to put, I got Velcro on this side. I'm going to put Velcro here in the middle, on the side, as well as the top and the bottom. But I'm going to stick it right to it. This is the sticky Velcro. I got it right off of Amazon. and I'm hoping that it works. Again, this is just a test. We don't know if it will, but we'll see what happens. Let's see what happens. Well, we've got the, I'm going to call it the port. That's the only way I know how to say it. But it's going to be how I'm connecting the duct from the air conditioner into the trailer. And I see I dropped some paper, so I got to pick that up quick. No littering. No littering. So before we do anything else, let's check and see what the temperature is. Ugh. It's so hot in here, my thermometer fell down. So it is 95 degrees in here. Wow, that is hot. 95. Pretty crazy. As you can imagine, there's no way that cab is going to sleep in 95 degrees. And of course it would cool down a little bit with nighttime. But these trailers, they're going to get hot anyway, but especially being black, it gets, I just heard my thermometer drop, it gets really hot. And this guy, I mean, it's 82 outside, he's in the shade, and he's hot now. So sleeping wise, this is why we're doing the air conditioner, because otherwise we have to wait till fall. We can't camp at all. So we got to get that temperature down somewhere at least to 70. So that's 25 degrees, we have to drop that. So we're going to see. I'm going to hook up the air conditioner, and I'll probably try it with the generator first and see how it goes. Okay, it was 103 when we turned this on, got this air conditioner going. It is being pretty slow, cooling it down. And it's been 20 minutes. Well, it has been an hour, and we are still at 90. We're still getting quite a bit of sun. So I think what I'm going to do is turn the generator off, because we're just kind of fighting a losing battle right now. And I'm going to try hooking it up to the Pecron just to see if it runs it. It's not going to give it any more power, but I'm going to try that and then turn that off right away. And then as it gets later into the evening, probably about 9 o'clock, I'll turn it back on and we'll see how much better it does. But 90 is too hot. So I have it plugged into the Pecron, and so I have the temp at 77. I'm not trying to put too much draw on it, and when we look in the Pecron, it is telling me, I'm fully charged right now, that it would run, this battery would run it for 4 hours. So it's pulling 676 watts, and I swear this should be at 375, but I'm gonna have to check the stats on that. But I'm not going to keep it running on the battery here. Again, I'm going to shut everything down until it gets a little bit later, and we'll turn it back on again through the gas generator. Well, we're going to hit the sack. I ran the air conditioner with the generator for a while, and it really wasn't getting lower than like 88 degrees while the sun was up. Once the sun went down, and what I did then is I turned on the ceiling fan, and sucked out that hot air. Once that all sucked out, it brought it down to about 75, which is still a little warm for cab, but not terrible. But I decided to kick the generator on, hook the air conditioner back up to it, and turn it on, and it is like super comfortable in here. And it looks like it's 68 degrees, which is cooler than it is in our house, so cabby should be fine with that. And it's probably going to get lower, and I'm sure the generator is going to run out of gas in about 3 to 4 hours. And by that time, it's going to be cooler in the morning, and if I need to, I can turn the ceiling fan back on, and we're good to go. So, results are good. It's a bit loud. I can hear the generator out there. I don't know if the microphone's picking it up. You can hear the cool air blowing through the window. So I would say this isn't the best setup, but it definitely will do for what we're trying to do. But the air conditioner trying to fight the sun when it's beaten down on this black trailer, there's not much of a result. So I would say definitely wait until it gets dark, turn the air conditioner on, let it run for half an hour, and then you're good to go. But also venting out that hot air before you turn the air conditioner on works pretty good. But we're gonna hit the sack, watch a movie. I got a bag of treats here for Cabby. He's gonna love those. Cabby, did you want a treat? Did you want a treat, buddy? You want to start out with one? And we have the vet dog treats for Cab. Yeah, the vet dogs. There you go. Yeah, you're gonna have a good sleep night. You keep an eye out for coyotes, okay? We did hear one coyote earlier. We had a deer walking right next to the trailer. It's pretty neat. But I said we're just gonna watch a movie, and then we're gonna go to bed. We're gonna go to bed. Does that sound good to you? Sounds good to me. So we'll see you in the morning. We're gonna take a walk. It'll be about a 2-miler, but we're gonna take that in the morning to start our day off. Okay? Night, night. I love hearing all those bird calls in the morning.
The marsh is waking slow, boot prints in the mud, gold on the cattails, silver in the blood. I watch the water hold a copy of the sky.
There's a gray
And
pelican.
something in me loosens
Isn't it?
without asking why. The day is opening, one quiet breath at a time. The old ache in my chest starts falling out of line. Let the morning stay. Let the morning stay. Over reeds and still water, I can hear my name. Let the morning stay. Let the morning stay. If the world keeps turning, I will turn this way. A heron cuts the mist like a note held long. The trees on the far bank stand patient and strong. I think of every wound that taught me how to bend, and how the dark can soften when the light comes in. The sun is finding me where I was hard to find. A small and steady grace moving through my mind. Let the morning stay. Let the morning stay. Over reeds and still water, I can hear my name. Let the morning stay. Let it knew my shame. Now I let it hold me and call me back by name. No grand answer waiting, just this open air. The marsh, the light,
Slow
the
pump caddy.
breathing,
That here.
and a heart made bare.
Neat.
Let the morning stay. Let the morning stay. Over reeds and still water.
So I haven't mentioned the name of the spot I am at, and I'm purposely doing that because I'm kind of keeping it a bit of a secret, even though the spot's not a secret. But it is dispersed camping in Iowa, and under the law and the statutes in the state of Iowa, you can disperse camp at state-owned wildlife management areas in the parking lots. You can't drive off of the roads or off of the parking lots in order to set up your camp. But at the wildlife management areas, you can disperse camp, and to my understanding, it's dry camping, so no fire. And you got to take care of all of your utilities yourself. Most of these places don't have anything. So I'm not going to say the name of the place where I'm at, but as you can see, it's beautiful. They don't have any trails here, and so we're just hiking this asphalt road into the parking lot. And it's going to be a total of about 2 miles, but it's a really beautiful place, and as you can tell in the morning, it's just alive with birds. We've seen so many different types, species already. But this is a neat place, and if you're somebody who goes out and outdoors a lot in Iowa, then you may recognize it, and now you actually can camp there, and there's no cost. You don't have to get a permit or register for it. You just have to obey the rules as the laws say. It's pretty cool. So just to give you an update on how the air conditioner worked last night once you'd gone to bed. So when we went to bed, I did not add more gas to the generator. I did want it to run out at some point during the night. So it ran for about an hour and a half or 2 hours, the gas generator did. And then it ran out of gas, so the air conditioner stopped. And while it was doing that, while it was running, it gave a really nice cool feeling in the trailer. It got down to about 66 degrees. And then once the generator kicked off, then I turned the ceiling fan on in the trailer, opened up one of the side windows to draw in that cooler air from the night. So it was about midnight at that point, and had a nice little flow of air coming across there. But when I first started doing that, when I first got the ceiling fan going, I didn't really open the ceiling fan far enough, so that draw from the side window was pretty minimal. Then once I opened the cap on the ceiling roof further up, boy, that draw really came through there. And that got me thinking that maybe part of the issue where I didn't see cooling happening as quickly as I would expect when the air conditioner was running, maybe the reason is because I'm not going to say it's completely airtight, but tight. I already know what this guy's thinking. Here's that water, and he's going to try to jump down there. But there's no draw. So the air conditioner, it is running. It's got 61 degree air coming out right at it, but it kind of stops there. The air does. So I'm thinking if I open that ceiling fan and put the ceiling fan on outtake on the lowest setting, and not even open the ceiling fan all the way up, just a little bit, to create some draw to pull that air coming from the air conditioner, pull that into the trailer, that we might get better results. I don't think that when it's 85, 90 degrees out and you're in full sun like we were yesterday afternoon, that air conditioner, which is 3,500 BTU if I remember correctly, that is going to cool it, down to 70 degrees in the full open sun. The trailer is not insulated, so it's really fighting a battle of the trailer heating up and the air conditioner trying to cool it down. So yeah, and my intention never was to run that during the day. It's always for at night when we're sleeping, so that Cab and myself can have a pleasant night's sleep. And last night was. This morning when we woke up, it was 70 degrees. He was absolutely fine. It's humid, like I said. It's got to be around 100%. I haven't looked, but you can feel it in the air. And I could feel that in the trailer, that dampness. Now, when the air conditioner was running, the humidity was still high, but because the air is being conditioned, it felt a lot more comfortable. It just wasn't as humid. And we know for dogs, humidity is a big factor in their comfort level. So I'm going to keep working on the air conditioner. I'm going to try that ceiling vent, see if that helps with the draw to pull that out. And I did see a little bit of the ceiling on the little adapter I made for the window. That can help shore up some of the loss there, and possibly wrapping the pipe or the ducting just to keep a little bit more of that cool air from working its way out of the duct and keep getting it forced up into the trailer. So a few more things to work on, but initially, overall, I think that's a really good little air conditioner. And we'll work on a few things, and that definitely isn't my final setup. But we'll work on it. We're going to work on it until it's more comfortable. But at least it gives us another option here of what we can do when it's these warm days, July and August days here in Iowa. What do you think, bud? Ready to head back? Yeah? Okay, let's do it. Let's go back. I kind of gave you a hint where this place is by that sign, but most people don't make it this far in the video. Have you ever noticed that Cab walks faster when we're going the direction that he wants to go? If he didn't want to be going this way, he'd be walking next to me or behind me. That's his way of protesting, but we're going where he wants, so he's going to be out there. So my buddy who's out here camping with us, he doesn't want to be on video. He came out with us yesterday with his new pickup topper camper, and it's the Palomino Forest River. I mean, it's sweet. It's pretty sweet. Tons of room in there. It was his first night in it, and he's still learning about it. I was thinking, well, is this what we do? Our next upgrade? What do you think, Cabby? You want to get a pickup camper? Then we'd have to buy a pickup for the camper. Then we'd have to buy or build a new garage to fit the pickup and the camper. And then the garage would take up most of the yard. So I'd have to buy a bigger piece of property to fit the pickup camper, the Outbound Extreme, because you'd want to keep that for little side trips. I don't know, sounds like quite an investment to me. And this area is just teeming with wildlife. It's everywhere. We got 2 cottontails on the road here in front of us. Hold on, bud. There you go. Okay. I know the camera won't pick it up, but out there in the marsh, there's swans, pelicans, ducks, terns. We saw one fawn that took off into the brush when we were walking up towards it. And another deer that ran across the road in front of us. Of course, I wasn't videoing at that time, so you didn't get to see it. But it did really happen. It really did. But this place is just teeming with wildlife. Tons and tons of birds. Look, there's oh, that's a duck. I thought that was a heron flying. That is a heron. As the bunny runs away from cab. Kind of hidden, but there is a whitetail down in there. There's a little there you see his tail pop up. Well, we're almost back to camp now. Looks like the hike is going to be about 2.4 miles long. So a nice morning walk. Saw a lot of wildlife. Just want to say, hey, this is a really nice place. Again, I'm not going to tell you where it's at. If you figure it out, even better for you. But cool place. These marsh areas are pretty neat, pretty limited where we can go, but definitely a nice place to be in. Lots of wildlife. Well, we're gonna call this video a wrap. Head on back home. We are just here for the night. I think we had pretty good luck with that air conditioner. It didn't perform quite as well as I thought. Some of that could be how I had my setup. But I'm gonna keep trying a few things and work on that to make it flow even better. But we're gonna head home and edit a video for this next week to come out and call it a beautiful holiday weekend. And we'll catch you on our next video. Hope you enjoyed this one. We'll see you on the trail. Catch you later.